Hi, it's Lucy here, and today I'm sharing 18 different card ideas using background dies. And some of these are super simple and quick to put together, and others are a bit more detailed. So hopefully there's something here for everyone, whether you're after a fast make or looking to try something new. And I'll be announcing the two winners of the $50 In Love Arts vouchers a bit later on too, so keep an eye out for that. So let's get started, and first off I'm cutting a piece of white card just a bit larger than the background die. This gives me a little wiggle room in case things shift while cutting. And this piece is going on the card front, and I'm going to decorate it with these gorgeous butterflies, and you get a pack of 10 for around $1.50 US, so I don't feel guilty about using two on one card. I feel like that's such a bargain compared to a lot of embellishments. And I'll also add a strip of PET tape along the bottom. And one option I really like is roughly cutting around the grass image rather than leaving a straight edge. That way I don't have that extra glossy bit showing. It blends in more naturally. And then before I run it through the die cutting machine, I'm adding some wide double-sided tape to the back. I want everything to stay in place since I'm only using the die to create a pattern and add some texture, not to separate the pieces. I will be using this die again though, and giving you lots more options where I do separate the pieces. That's coming up. I've taken the backing off the double-sided tape, and I'll stick this whole piece straight onto my card front. Then I'll use my pokey tool to push out all the little bits at once. It's a bit quicker that way. And I've got a little overhang from the card, so I'll just use my craft knife to trim that off. I don't press too hard on my knife. I just want to cut the top layer, not slice through the whole card. And doesn't it look like a beautiful little scene now? I really love how the butterflies and background die work together. I've actually made two more cards in a similar style. This one I'm showing now didn't quite go to plan. I tried layering up the frame to give it more dimension, but I didn't line it up all that well. Still, it turned out quite pretty, so I'll pop that one into my charity card pile. I'll just add a sentiment to both of them to finish them off, and we'll compare all three versions of this design in a moment. First, here's another way, and a quick tip I often like to share is I add an extra piece of white card to my card front, the same size as my card, to give it a more polished finish. Then I'll add the die cut piece before adding the butterflies afterwards, and the final look is pretty similar, but there is a difference. With the first method you can see the full die cut pattern across the whole card, but with this second way the butterflies tend to cover up parts of it. I'll cut off any overhanging pieces and add a sentiment to finish it. It's very simple, but they're lovely cards, I think. And then we'll take a look at all three together. So this one is where the butterflies have been added after the die cutting, so it covers the die cutting underneath a bit, but you can still see it. And then we have the card where the butterflies and grass were added before die cutting, so they have the cuts in them, looking more like they're a designer paper really. And these two are my favourite ways to create these cards. The layered frame version, which is this one, was a bit fiddlier and it didn't turn out as lovely as the others, so it definitely wasn't worth the extra effort. I will create some more cards using this die with florals, but first let's try another background die. And with this set of cards, I'm using this beautiful beach themed paper pack, even though none of the cards I'm making are actually beach themed. And take a look at this pack. I didn't buy it for the crocheted flowers, though they are cute. I grabbed it for the amazing lace style PET sheets. You get 5 different sheets plus the flowers for around $1.70. And I do love to give you an idea of prices sometimes, as I create with products from companies that offer great value and quality. And all the background dies I'm using today are from In Love Arts, and they work with their own designers, and their prices are around $8.99 US for background dies, which is around $15 Australian. But please don't ask me how the tariffs might affect things. I honestly don't know. Hopefully personal orders won't be impacted at all. And everything I'm using will be listed in the description box below, along with links so you can find them easily. And I've got an 8% discount code for Journal Say. That's where all the stickers and tapes are from, and it still works even when they're running sales. And I've got a huge 25% off code for In Love Arts. And at the time of recording this, both shops offer free international shipping on orders over $29. And now, while these new cards are pretty self-explanatory, let's announce the two winners of the $50 In Love Arts vouchers. And the two winners are Gail Napton and Leonie Douglas. Congratulations, and please email me at lovebypaper@gmail.com from the email address you'd like your $50 voucher sent to, and I'll get that organised as soon as possible. Happy shopping, Gail and Leonie, and I'll have my email address in the description below as well in case you need it. And a big thank you to In Love Arts for being so generous with the giveaway. They only just gave vouchers away in January for my 20,000 subscriber celebration. I've got so many different ideas I want to share with you over the coming weeks, and honestly, the part that takes me the longest is the chatting. So for the next bit, I'm going to pop on some music and just jump in when I've got something helpful or interesting to say. And just so you know, when I'm showing a technique or a how-to for the first time, I'll go into a bit more detail like I am with this card, but for later cards using the same idea, I'll keep it quicker so it's not too repetitive. Any new techniques will still get a proper walkthrough though. I've used my favourite sentiment die here along with the shadow layer and doubled up the happy birthday to give it some extra height and dimension. I did experiment at first with cutting the sentiment from white card and PET floral tape, but honestly it ended up looking way too busy and the words didn't stand out at all. I thought I'd still show you though, as it's always good to learn from my mistakes, right? What do you think about using the beach papers with the butterflies, flowers and lace overlay along with a background die? I could honestly make these kind of cards all day, every day. They're just so much fun. And did you notice with this one, I kept the whole scene together and simply laid the frame and inserts over the top. And then on another card, I didn't use the insert frames at all. It's fun to mix things up like that. Now I have a set of 8 beautiful floral PET tapes and I'll use 5 of them mixed on these upcoming cards. These 2 I'm showing now are gorgeous, but they don't match the others as well. So I'll use them on some different cards later. And I absolutely love them, just to let you know. I'm going to use that first background die again. I just couldn't resist. I thought it would pair beautifully with these floral tapes. And these ones are all pre-cut, which makes things super quick and easy. Unless, like me, you've been biting your nails watching the footy, then it's been a little bit trickier for me this time around. And here are the 6 versions I came up with using this design. I think the last one might be my favourite, but I'd love to know what you think. Let me know which card stands out to you once you've seen them all today. I always enjoy hearing your favourites. And of course, this die was the same one that I used with the butterflies in the first cards. These kind of cards are great for sending through the mail since they're nice and flat. You might have noticed I've added a couple of butterflies here and there on some of them too. Just a little extra detail without adding too much bulk. And here's all the cards together. It's always so satisfying seeing them side by side at the end. I'd love to know which one is your favorite, so feel free to leave me a comment below. And big congratulations again to the 2 In Love Arts voucher winners. Don't forget to email me so I can get your $50 voucher sent your way. Happy shopping. And just a quick reminder, if you're looking for any of the products I used today, I've listed everything in the video description box below. If you're not sure how to find that, just click on the word more under the video and it'll all pop open. I also have discount codes in there, 25% off at In Love Arts and 8% off at Journal Say. And those work even when they're running other sales. And all the companies I create with ship internationally, so no matter where you are in the world, you can order from them. And In Love Arts and Journal Say also offer free tracked shipping on orders over $29 or cheap shipping for smaller orders. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you think a crafty friend might enjoy it, feel free to share it with them too. And shopping through my links I've shared gives me a small commission at no extra cost to you. So a big thank you if you choose to use them when shopping. It genuinely helps support what I do here. And if you'd like to see more card making ideas like this, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you tap the little notification bell, you'll know as soon as a new video goes live. I absolutely love sharing my passion for card making with you, and I truly enjoy reading all of your lovely comments. Your messages really do brighten my day. If you've got a question, it might already be answered in the video itself, so feel free to check through. But if not, I'll do my best to get back to you when I can. It sometimes takes me a little while as I'm usually busy filming or editing the next video. I'll be posting these cards on Instagram and Pinterest very soon. If you're interested in following me on these platforms, you can find the links to them in the video's description box too. So thanks so much again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Here's another video that you might enjoy. Coming up next at the end of this video, please click on the thumbnail if you're interested in getting some more inspiration and ideas. Happy crafting and bye for now.